I went through over 1,000 images from the Astronomy Photographer of the Year and Milky Way Photographer of the Year competitions to find out what gear is being used by some of the best astrophotographers in the world today. In this video, I'm going to go through the data on star trackers. So these are great devices for astrophotography. They sit between your camera and your tripod and they move against the rotation of the Earth, allowing you to take much longer single exposures. This is great for nightscape photography, where it can reduce the need for taking multiple photos and then having to stack them using software. And it can allow you to take images with the foreground and the night sky in one image rather than having to take separate images and then bring them together in processing. They can also be used to open up the potential for deep sky astrophotography using your regular photography gear. So the Astronomy Photographer of the Year competition is probably regarded as the most prestigious, biggest astrophotography competition in the world. I've gone through the data going back the last 7 years, back to 2018, and you can see here the most used star trackers and images. So top model, the Skywatcher Star Adventure with 42%, so that's 42% of images using star trackers. Second, Ioptron Skyguider Pro, Ioptron Sky Tracker Pro, Move Shoot Move Nomad. Now 7 years is quite a long time, products come and go. If we look closer at just the data for the past 3 years, it's pretty similar. Skywatcher Star Adventure top, Ioptron Skyguider Pro equal top there. The Move Shoot Move Nomad, the Fornax Light Track have kind of moved up in popularity and use. Now looking at a different competition, the Milky Way Photographer of the Year, which is run by Capture the Atlas, it's actually pretty similar results. You can see them here. Skywatcher Star Adventure Pro top, Ioptron Skyguider Pro second, and you've got the Bemo Polaris, and then the Move Shoot Move Nomad. There's a link below if you want to download this Milky Way Photographer of the Year data with star trackers, plus the cameras, lenses, tripods. You can probably take away from this that any of these star trackers on any of these lists are good for astrophotography. They're all more than capable of being produced to get great results. There are some differences to be aware of. One of the main differences comes in the size and weight of the devices and the payload capacity. So, for instance, the top two models are both relatively heavy but have relatively high payload capacities. In comparison, the Move Shoot Move Nomad is smaller and lighter but has a lower payload capacity. So what it's worth doing is quickly calculating the weight of your camera and lens and see what actual capacity you need. You can do that quite easily by just Googling the name of your camera and lens and weight, or you can just ask ChatGPT or another AI chatbot. So I've used Gemini here and I've asked what is the combined weight of Sony A7 III camera and Sony GM40mm lens. So obviously you switch it for your camera and lens. It tells me that it's about 1.1 kilograms or 2.5 pounds. That's comfortably within the weight limit for the Move Shoot Move Nomad, which can take up to 3.5 kilograms or 7.7 pounds. Incidentally, there's a link below to a great value course taught by Keitana Sai, which covers how to use regular photography gear, cameras, lenses for deep sky photography images. It specifically has a module for using the Move Shoot Move Nomad and how to set that up and how to use it to get those deep sky images with your regular gear. So check it out below if you're interested. If you want to dig a bit deeper onto the stats and comparisons between the different models, there's an article on my website you can link below if you really want to get into that. I would say, as a recommendation, you can't really go wrong with the Skywatcher Star Adventure or the Ioptron Skyguider Pro based on this data, based on all feedback from some of the best astrophotographers in the world, as long as you're happy with that size and weight. If you would value something lighter in your backpack and perhaps a bit cheaper, the Move Shoot Nomad is really, really good as well. So check out any of the downloads below if you want to take any of this data away. If you want more analysis like this, check out this video, which is on that Milky Way Photographer of the Year competition data for the last couple of years, but also covers cameras, lenses, tripods, as well as star trackers.